Ooh, 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 Thundercats, back like I never left. That is right, back like we never left. Members of the culture, I am Ryan, you are here, and it's just going to be a busy day right here. I told you we were going to be out here. I told you it was going to be a big day. Anyway, welcome in. We're here to talk about the deluxe version of Monkian from Thundercats, right? We just talked about Lionel, the Hook Mountain version, which is an ultimate, right? And once again, if you want to know what the difference is between an ultimate and a deluxe, the deluxe versions, they might be everywhere now, but they seem to just be coming out at Target when they first launched. They are slimmed down, that's what I'm calling them, or scaled down versions because they're still 7 inches, but they are slimmed down versions of the ultimates. So they don't have the amount of accessories. Sometimes there's differences in articulation, so on and so forth, because they're just not going to give you that ultimate experience for a deluxe price. The deluxe, I think, is a way to get in more people's wallets, which is a good thing when you're trying to obviously sell your product. The more doors you can knock down, the better it is for your company. So Super 7, I applaud them for at least doing that, trying to get more people able to get their hands on these figures and this nostalgic property that I know and love, and I know that you all do hold dearly as well, just like I do. Thundercats was part of my childhood growing up, and it's still very special to me even today, right? Because you guys know how I feel about Silverhawks, Thundercats. That's my jam. But you guys know we're here. Why we're here? We're here to talk about these figures. So let's talk about it then. And if we're going to talk about it, that means we're going to review it. If we're going to review it, that means we got 5 things that we got to cover. Those 5 things are as follows. We're going to talk about cool, articulation, price, display, and of course accessories. So since you know I got 5 on it, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with cool. Monkian. Now, the cool goes both ways when it comes to this figure. Thundercats is cool, but by and large, I'm a little bit, not as biased when it comes to him as I was Lionel, the Lord of Thundercats, because he's just awesome, right? Right? And it's not a villain thing before you say that, because the Beastman, the Mondo Beastman, woo, if you've never seen that, folks, do yourself a favor and get a hold of that as we are. We will eventually have that, I promise you. You heard it here first. That's a spoiler. And we'll cover it. It's an awesome, amazing figure. I'm not lying to you. It's not some hyperbole. It's a badass figure. Please, please, please check out the Mondo Beastman. But Monkian, is he cool? Yeah, in the overall scheme of things, from the Thundercats perspective, he's cool. In the hierarchy of the villains, because it was him, Jackal Man, Sly, Vulture Man, those guys were kind of the lackeys of Mum-Ra, for lack of a better term. Monkian was cool because actually, if you really want to know the truth, he was a lot smarter than people gave him credit for. They thought he was some kind of a coward, but Monkian actually was pretty smart. Jackal Man was the coward. Everybody always thought it was Monkian, but no. It's really Jackal Man. But go back and watch that. We're not going to go on a Thundercats tangent. But Monkian, yeah, Monkian's fairly cool. He did score 10 points there. Articulation. Now, when it comes to articulation, here we go. We're talking about deluxe versus ultimates. I find the ultimates to be, now, sometimes it depends on the figure, but they're to me they're heavy. There's still some weight to it. It's a good figure. It doesn't feel like they slimmed it all the way down. But when I compare it and like the Lionel, it's like night and day. Monkian, not so much. It's he has he has the articulation. There's some changes in his case, like the hair's still kind of hard to move around based off the shoulder and all that kind of stuff. But the jaw in the original version and the Ultimates version is articulated. This opens and closes, and this one obviously does not. That's one thing that I've noticed that's a little bit different. Outside of that, now that one does seem to have it's more or less the same articulation. Outside of that, I wish the jaw was articulated, and he seemed the head seemed to move a little bit better. It might have just been because of how this was sculpted, where they gave just a little bit more room. But outside of that, it's the same figure. But you will find that jaw articulation does help and was really, really cool, and it made him scary and more intimidating, right? But overall, 10 points there, not bad. Next up, price. Now, here's where they excel. Remember, when we talk about price, One of the advantages they have is that they are less. They're 25 to 30, they're $20 to $30 less depending on where you get them versus an Ultimates edition. Now you're going to be, it's a trade-off because you're not going to get the accessories and the articulation may be different. There may be some changes because obviously they're not going to give you that full experience for that same price. That's not going to happen. But nonetheless, you do still get a decent figure for a decent price. He scores, that's his best point. He gets 20 points there. Next up, we covered display. He displays very well. That's not, as a whole. Now, him lacking when it comes to accessories, that goes into display, even though it's a different category. He still displays well. I wish he had some more of the things that he had in his Ultimates, where you had the extra hands and shield and stuff like that. And not spoiling, we'll cover that in a second. But as a whole, does he display well? Yes, because they're still going to be the same size as far as height when it comes to those figures. That's not a loss there, okay? So when it comes to that portion of it, he still scores, fairly well. I can't be mad at him. Display wise, he scores 10 points. Still a good figure. Last but not least, accessories. Now remember where I said there's a trade-off. Let me set him up here. Well, first let me let you see the mace. He comes with this one mace. That is his accessory. That's it. Now, if you remember the Ultimate Edition, you did have a different set of hands right there, another head, a jaw that was articulated, and his shield that had the Monkian symbol on it, which was really, really cool. None of that is present in this figure. He still has the mace that he used to have, but that's about it. But it's cool for what it is. Remember now, we're giving you a figure, a quality figure, still, for about $30 less. So $20 to $30 less, depending on where you get it. They're going to retail for around $30, $35 compared to $55 to $60. So there's going to be a trade-off. But still, it's 5 points for 5 points for accessories. Still not a bad figure. He scores 55 points, but not a bad figure. It's worth it. It's worth the money at the end of the day, folks. I wholeheartedly recommend that figure if you see it in Target or you see one of these deluxe ones, because as I'm talking to you now, they're just now launching Chitara in a deluxe version, Tigra in a deluxe version. We'll probably end up having those and covering those on the channel, but I'd imagine you're going to see a similar scoring output compared to their Ultimates, because that's just what it is. Still going to be good figures, I would imagine. If Super 7 has found a way to still maintain the good quality that they had with this Monkian and the line, then they'll score decently. But we'll see. Time will tell. Are you going to pick this up? Have you already picked it up? Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. And while you're in the comments section, please remember to keep it classy. But while you're down there, folks, do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and give us a subscribe. Help us in that comment section. Fight YouTube's algorithm so more people can become members of the culture by sharing this video. All right? We really, really, truly appreciate you. All right? So until we meet again, please, folks, please, 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 continue to stay collecting. Please continue to stay tuned. And above all, on behalf of myself, Big Lou, and Monkian, please continue to stay great. Peace.